No joke. We named him Denny Deep Ear, and he lived like 4 houses down from me. It was wild.
How did that even become a thing?
Well, it was one day we were. So when you live in the city, you have kids that live like all around you, right? It's
this is in Fairfax.
Oh yeah, Fairfax City.
Okay.
Yeah. This kid, he was like obsessed with like chalk and like he was always drawing stuff out on the road. But he also
was a little kid.
Oh yeah. No, we're like. I moved out of there when I was like 7 or whatever. He might have been 12.
So you're making fun of this little kid who likes
No, he was
chalk.
like 5 or 6 years older than me.
Okay, that's weird.
So he would take a pencil and he would let you for $1. Like it was like not a lot of money. I mean, it was to me, but not like looking back at it. If you gave him $1, he would let you stick the pencil pointy side in his ear as deep as you could.
How far did it go?
Oh,
Did you get to erase?
I mean, back then it seemed really deep, but now we'd probably look at it and be like, "Oh, that was barely in there."
Are you doing like a Joker in the Dark Knight kind of?
No.
You're just cramming that thing in?
Yeah, no, probably not. It seemed like it back then. It seemed totally worth $1. It was awesome. Old Denny Deep Ears. I wonder if he's alive anymore. He's probably not.
Hit us up, Denny.
He'd be like 40 now.
He just ruptured your drum.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he could. Like
Yeah,
he
can't.
definitely
would
would.
transcribe this for him to know what's
Yeah,
happening.
he would not hear the shout out that we're giving him right now.
Poor Denny Deep Ears, man.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, welcome to Unsought Opinions.
Welcome.
We are once again without our fourth. I think that we're just going to stop really inviting him to things.
Oh, Lukeless.
We need a new text thread.
That is truly like I get real paranoid of like FOMO and stuff, and so I have a big paranoia that like everyone has, kind of like the Truman Show, where it's like I'm in on some text threads and then they have other text threads like talking about me.
Absolutely. I get that so bad, dude. It's like paranoia, like major paranoia. Major.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I had a great thought and I just lost it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is why people come to the
Yeah,
Unsought
this is why you
Opinions.
come here.
All right, time for this week's segment of How Was Your Week? Dan, how was your
Just
week?
got a lot worse.
My week.
Dude, I love that.
I hate the sound
I
effects.
hit the sound effect just randomly, hoping that it was that one, and it ended up being that one.
So
So for
game
the
show.
listeners at home, I only have 4 buttons here, and one of them's our intro music that no one likes me to
it's
use.
too much to memorize.
Yeah, so I had to guess, and the sound system is upside down for me, so Ben kind of took it over so that I would stop using the sound effects, but I can still reach.
So hold on, we got that one. The intro, the game show,
And
applause.
dude, yeah, I
Wait,
forgot
how
that
have we
last
not
one.
used the applause?
Well,
I mean,
again,
we would be doing it all the time based on how good our conversations are.
it's truly remarkable. You had something. Oh, how's your
How
week?
was your week, Daniel?
Oh yeah, my week. My day
Nope.
has been great.
Different thing.
No, my dog, we spayed her today. So
I'm sorry, you did it yourself?
I don't think I'd do it right. We took her to a place that only does it, and you should see this place. I pulled up this morning, dropped her off at 7 a.m., but the parking lot was packed. I mean, there's like, I feel like they have to do like 50 or 60 dogs a day.
Bob Barker would have been proud.
Does
Why?
he do that?
Remember every time he would end the Price is Right, he would say, "Get your pet spayed or neutered or something."
Can I tell you that my whole life to this moment, like anytime you say spay your dogs, I think of like taking like a garden spade and just like going to town with this dog. And you have, it's graphic in my head, and now it's probably graphic to your ears. So did they
welcome
use
to
a garden
Unsought
spade?
Opinions.
Yeah, I didn't see what they used, but they at least put her out, and now she's so like zombie. She's got the cone around her head, and I even opened up our 12-foot gate to our fence back there, and she just ran into the pole and just stopped and stared ahead like, what is happening? I don't know what to do.
She ran.
Explain.
I had to pull her through the giant opening.
Explain the size of your dog.
She's a Great Pyrenees, so she's like 100 pounds.
She's only 100 pounds.
She's a monster.
Imagine
100
a
pounds and
polar
super
bear,
fluffy.
and she's like a polar bear went on a diet.
Well, she's also a puppy,
Yeah, that's insane.
but I don't know how big they get, like the women. The women dogs.
We had a Great Pyrenees that was supposed to be like 98% pure, but it didn't have double dew claws, so it wasn't a true Great Pyrenees. But it ended up looking like it was like a golden retriever type, like very long face and stuff, as opposed to yours and normal Great Pyrenees have like the very like rigid L on their nose kind of thing.
Dude,
Well, my brother-in-law just got a white golden retriever. Maybe that's what you got.
That's well, I saw
That'd be a beautiful dog.
our dog's
I haven't had it
dad, and he was bigger than your dog. It was just as massive. His name's Bear. My kids still talk about him. It was a Great Pyrenees farm, but that was like, I don't know what happened.
Golden got in.
And Golden got in and just went to town.
Oh,
They are
speaking of
smart.
which, the other day, like 2 days ago, I was driving out, going to work, and I took the opposite direction because there's been so much road work.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude, it's so.
And so I'm
annoying.
driving down the road, and there's this deer walking across, so weird looking, like really dark, and just walking funny, very good posture. And I was like, there's something weird about this deer. Came upon it, gigantic goat just crossing the street.
What?
And then there's like 3 other cars coming that everyone's swerving around this thing, and then just stops on the side of the road and starts eating all the briars. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to see a goat.
That's wild. Do you know about the knot deer? You know about the knot deer, right?
No, I don't know about the
You really don't?
dogs.
Yeah.
Turtle?
It's another name for a turtle. No, but apparently it's like a cryptid animal
The knot deer.
that people see in the woods and stuff, and they think it's a deer, and then it just stands up, or it is like a deer, but the legs bend the wrong way, or like it's just these really weird deer. They look like deer initially. I thought that's where you're going with it, and I was really excited. But
Could have been.
It looks like a deer initially, but then it's like something that's really weird. So it's like not a deer, and everyone's calling them not deer.
Well, that fits your experience, that description.
And a
'Cause
goat
at first
is
thought it was a deer,
not a deer.
and then it ended up not being a deer.
Maybe all those people were seeing goats
I would say
with
chances.
broken knees.
No, there's no documented cases of anybody misidentifying animals and like discovering what they were months later, and they ended up being super common, like a turkey or something. That's never.
It was a
existed.
Costa Rican turkey.
Whatever.
Another thing, Daisy, my dog, was booking it yesterday down the hill and barking at something. So I look out the window, and there's this gigantic tom turkey right over there in the field, and the thing was lifting off like a helicopter. It flew like, I don't know, pretty high, like 60 feet in the air, and flew over the entire woods.
Whoa,
Dude, we were driving down the road this morning, and a whole flock of turkeys like took off and started flying over my car, and one of them got like 6 feet in front of my windshield, and I was just chasing him down the road, and he's just gunning it.
Dude, that's awesome.
That would be so awesome.
My kids
If
were
you hit a
losing
turkey.
it. Yeah.
My brother hits turkeys all the time with bullets.
I've tried,
Yeah.
but none came around, so I didn't even fire.
You know,
Or I didn't even see one,
that
actually.
explains most of my hunting ever. I've only let off on 1 or 2 deer in my life.
Did you get them?
I hit both of them. One was a gut shot and he got away. The other one is in my freezer.
it got away with a gut shot, really.
Well,
What were you using?
I was using a crossbow on that one.
pellet
But
gun?
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, he eventually died, but they can run for miles and miles
Oh,
and
yeah,
miles on a
yeah,
gut
yeah.
shot. So it sounds like you're shooting a bag of water when you hit a gut shot, and then they like, yeah, dude, that was incredible. That is not a sound
That is
effect
a
on that.
satisfying shot. I'm
I
gonna start
can't do it
aiming
every
for the
time. It
guts.
sounds
And
horrible
so-
and it hurts.
Yeah, you can start aiming for the guts. They tell you to go home and come back like a day later,
So you don't spook it
so
off
you don't
further.
spook it because
yeah.
it'll just keep running. Which I did, but it was
It
gone.
just kept running.
Just kept on. It was at my in-laws, and they have like 12 acres, which is enough
That's enough.
enough to hunt. But if you hit a gut shot, they're gonna be on 3 houses from now, property or whatever.
It's like 3 miles from now.
So how was your week, Steven?
It was busy. It was a busy week. It was
No
my
way,
birthday.
dude. Work's
so-
doing. Oh, gotcha. I was excited for a second, dude.
No,
I was like,
actually,
nice, man.
Truly, this is my work. I'm like the busiest I've been in 2 years, probably,
That's
which is
good.
awesome. I have more on that later, but my son was at a friend's house, and he was jumping on the trampoline, and something happened. I don't even know what, but he just came down hard or wrong on the black spot. He didn't even like hit it on the metal frame, but he just came down on the mat and shattered his ankle. Like he broke the tibia and the fibula both. It looked like someone on the X-rays just took both his bones and put them in a garbage disposal.
Whoa, dude! So he broke his ankle and his wrist.
Yeah. Yes.
Did someone double bounce him?
Dude, I don't know. It would be hard to double bounce that boy. He's large. He's 12 years old
big
and he's
dude.
5'9", 180 pounds.
Yeah, he's a monster.
And so that was one thing. After they looked at it, they saw that the growth plate was pretty much closed up, so he's not going to grow much more. And he was so depressed at our house. He's like, I was going to be 6'5".
Where is
I
the
was gonna
growth
be
plate?
6'5".
You have them on like every bone. That's how your bones grow.
Oh,
But
I need to see a picture.
yeah.
So encourage
It's
him
just
to
like-
dominate in sports now. 'Cause
Exactly.
It's not going to last forever.
Right, exactly. So anyway, he had surgery for that this morning. And so rather than being there for him at home, I'm here podcasting with you boys.
He's high on
Smart.
drugs right now anyway.
Dude, he is high on drugs. Apparently, yeah.
Wow.
He got the good stuff. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
they didn't prescribe him anything.
No. Well, we had to go back in the back streets. It was at Charlottesville, so they have
Well,
some
yeah,
good
that's
stuff.
where the good stuff is,
Yeah.
really.
Exactly. But yeah, I just got hired on for a second company that does the same line of work that I'm in. So it's like a good thing, but also not a good thing because I'm like an employee. I'm making like pennies on the dollar of what I would be making, but it is like guaranteed work. And I have to do their work before I can go and do my outside work, which gives me actual money. So it's like I'll have a steady paycheck, which is really good, and I'll be way more busy with it. But at the same time, like that, working with the piloting stuff and all that, it's just like I got a lot in the air. I'm trying to figure out. So truly, I am busy, and truly, it is good for my career that we're not having to scrape clamshells for food anymore. But
Especially not near the ocean.
I know I've been wasting so much money
You're
on
spending
gas.
so much more than you're making.
You'd think that they would have inland clams, but nowhere.
Yeah. Actually, I don't really want to talk about that. Yeah. Cool.
Next subject.
Next subject.
How was your week, Ben?
I don't want to talk about that. No, it's good. Pretty busy. Work.
How's the house
And
going?
also not work.
Are you still working on the house at all, or are you kind of?
Yeah, so I'm in a holding pattern. Huh?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I got that.
Nailed it.
Helicopters.
Helicopters. Waiting for my order from Home Depot to come in.
Sweet.
It'll be delivered to my house. And then the fun begins.
Oh gosh.
What's in the order?
2x4s.
Sick.
Yeah, 2x4 sheetrock. Bunch of bathroom stuff like a tub, a toilet, flooring. All the stuff I need.
So
Or make sure your tub can fit through the wall before you
this.
build the wall, because ours didn't.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we
Well,
built it.
this one's coming in
got the tub,
Oh,
tore down the wall, put the tub in, put the wall back up, and it might fit.
oh wow.
I think it'll be okay. But if not, now there's electric and plumbing all through that wall too.
Wait. So this
Complicates
bathroom right
things.
here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tub in it now.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
but I mean, it's not
I didn't
plugged
see it.
in. It's not. It's not running. It's just there.
Yeah, dude. We have to say owner bath right now. You can't say master bath anymore.
I thought it was a primary.
Oh, you could say primary too, or in suite bath. Of mine is just all subfloor.
In
And
your master bathroom?
yeah. Oh shoot. And the shower's ripped out and the vanity's ripped out and everything. I wanted to ask you. I have always just reused the same toilets. Why toilets don't go bad?
No, they don't go bad. They're just disgusting, and you're kind of low-level human if you do that.
I mean,
What did you get it used?
Dude, we bought this house and I left our used one under our stairs down here.
And somebody stole it? It was a Steve.
No, it sat down there for a while.
yeah.
you
You
wanna
wonder.
touch
You wonder
There's
where it is.
absolutely nothing wrong with doing that, and I've done that for people when we do their floors and
It's
bathrooms
just like
and
a-
stuff. They want to.
I mean, unless it's like stained.
you need a new rack spring or a synthetic. Yeah,
Dude, I
Then
never
you're
use
good.
wax anymore. It's all
Yeah, dude.
about the rubber.
Oh, dude, that's wax is so gross.
Oh, it's
'Cause-
the
'cause
worst.
You have to grab it with your bare hands and play with it.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't make a swan out of it, are you even a handyman?
Yeah, you're not even working.
So I'm in a holding pattern similarly for our bathroom, and my wife is getting really annoyed because we have to use our kids' shower, which is just disgusting. But I
Why
bought
don't you make them clean it? Isn't that why you have kids? Shouldn't they be cleaning your bathroom too?
Well, I would, but one of them is incapacitated, and the other one is.
that happened today.
Yeah.
So anyway,
It got really dirty after the ankle injury.
right, exactly. Blood was everywhere. I bought the shower pan for it, but then like my wife didn't like the shower pan,
Wait,
and I read the.
You're cooking in your shower?
Yeah, dude, it's sick.
Sweet.
I took it out and thrown in a full oven and everything up there.
Did you get what size did you get?
It's 30 by 60.
Oh, you went 60. Oh, so it's filling up an old tub, right?
I'm just filling
Yeah.
the old tub.
Yeah.
I would have liked to do smaller, but the toilet is like right there, so I still have to make it long so we can still get in.
Gotcha.
So it's a whole thing,
Yeah,
but
it's fun. It's a fun project. Sounds
Yeah.
like.
it's not.
No, of course not.
It was fun to demolish it, but
Oh, dude, I remember that. When I was remodeling my first house, you came in loving the demolition.
dude, the demolition is the best
Dude, just
part.
let me come tear out a wall. I just want to tear out a wall so badly right now.
This is
Whoa, dude.
what
calm
you
it
just
down a
heard.
little
He
bit.
just played a recording of me
That
7
was-
years ago.
Please let me come. Bro. Please let me come rip out that wall. And he did. He ripped it out.
I ripped out so many walls. It's so much more
It was
fun when
awesome.
you don't have to be the one to take it to the dump. That
Right.
is
We did a
my
mission trip
least.
after Katrina and just got to destroy houses' walls all week long.
Weren't they already
Dude, that's
destroyed?
cool, man.
Yes. So we destroyed them more so they could fix them.
Katrina didn't do enough.
What happens when the damage isn't quite enough?
Katrina,
Back
the sequel.
up.
Hey, our thoughts and prayers are with everyone that was affected by Katrina.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. However, you did get a lot of free work
By Dano.
by a lot of willing people. Not me. I didn't go down.
I did not go down either.
I would have loved to have. I really could have used a vacation, quite honestly.
I hear New Orleans is great.
Yeah, I hear it's a good, wholesome city. Doesn't deserve to get flooded at all. Steven, do not spit that water into the microphone.
It almost came out, yeah. You know what's great? Building cities below sea level.
That's a
my
smart
favorite
move.
thing to do.
Oh, Atlantis.
Oh, Atlantis.
What other cities are below sea level?
Atlantis.
Besides that are still above the sea, that aren't underwater, but below the sea.
I don't know, but I'm now wondering, is New Orleans Atlantis? We always-
Probably.
Yeah, probably is the modern
Did
day
you know
Atlantis.
New Orleans is French for Atlantis? It was under our noses this whole
Actually, you
time.
know what? I think I remember hearing that.
Sorry, New Atlantis.
New Atlantis. I don't know. That's a really good question, Dan. I have no knowledge on this topic at all.
Steve, he's our knowledge guy.
Yeah, you say that, and I'm going through my data bank. I don't know.
Nothing.
Maybe
Seems-
something like super inland. Dubai
Dead
makes
Sea?
me think of.
Whatever town's down there.
Dude, do you know the Dead Sea stuff is like pretty crazy? So the Dead Sea is called the Dead Sea because in mankind's recorded history, it was living at one point. And then something happened and now it has like insane salt content that everything dies on it. Do you know what city was on the banks of the living sea at the time?
Was it actually called the Living Sea?
No, it wasn't called living sea, but it was an alive sea.
No.
Sodom and Gomorrah was on the banks of the Dead Sea. They call it the
So
Dead
that's where
Sea.
all the salt comes from.
So
The people.
they found ruins. Specifically, Lot's wife. She had into the Dead Sea. No, but they found ruins of a city on the banks of the Dead Sea, and we gotta okay. Of course, Amsterdam is.
Of course, Amsterdam.
Stupid
I know. I
Amsterdam.
felt stupid.
They found ruins of a city on the banks of the Dead Sea, and it shows. It's like destroyed, and it shows signs of like radiation, the equivalent of it getting struck directly by a meteor or by some nuclear explosion happening, which is like bonkers if you think about like the whole biblical story and evidence of Genesis and stuff of like
God, just dropping nukes.
he just dropped a nuke on it and it killed the whole sea. Like, dude, that's insane to me.
It's kind of insane.
So, anyway,
I've been there. Great place.
the Dead Sea.
Mhm.
Did you float in the water?
It's below sea
You
level.
have to, yeah. Dude, it's like very below sea level. You look up, I mean, it's just like sheer cliffs all around it. It's very
That's so
high.
wild.
It's so weird.
That's so wild.
Yeah. So Amsterdam, I closed your phone. So
Oh.
What's the password?
1, 2, 3, 5. Actually, that is. I shouldn't have said that.
yeah, Baku, which is a big planet in Star Wars, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's right.
The Dead Sea, New Orleans, Bangkok, Death Valley, Jakarta.
Death Valley is?
Dude, there's nothing there.
Lowest spot on the western. Wait, we're
West,
west, right?
west.
Western hemisphere.
How is Singapore below sea level? That's weird.
That
know.
is weird.
You should be called Singapore. Am I right?
How about? Yeah, I
Someday.
was gonna make a missionary joke, but I didn't want like a Christian missionary
Oh.
joke.
I don't
Hey.
get it. What's the joke?
Speaking of, it's because it's Singapore, and people go there for missions.
Aren't they rich?
They very well could be. I know nothing about them. Haven't you been to Singapore? Tell me
I
about
haven't been to Singapore.
it. I thought you went to
The Philippines?
the Philippines. Oh, that's not Indonesia.
So close.
It's close. Do you guys know anything about Dubai?
They're rich.
No.
Do you know that?
What do you want us to say?
Yeah, dude, they had a race in Dubai. And
Oh,
I don't know if you know
goodness.
about this or not. This is not a joke. This is
Okay, okay.
truly.
A camel race?
No, dude. Dubai, under our noses, has been becoming superheroes. They
Dude,
had,
are you talking about the Mech Warrior stuff?
they had races of Iron Man suits. These people, I have a video of it here. You can look at it while I'm talking about it, but it's truly incredible. These people are, you know, the ones with like the water,
Yeah, the water
they're-
jetpacks.
Yeah, it's like that, but they're not water. These people are just flying around. There's
Am I
like
supposed to watch the video?
8 of them.
Or am I supposed to
Just watch the
scroll
video,
and look
yeah,
at the
if you
words?
want.
Okay.
There's like 8 of these people racing through the air with these Iron Man jetpacks on their arms and back and feet.
I don't know what's happening. Your phone is freaking out, dude.
Okay, well, there's a lot of. Let's see. Okay. It's unbelievable. I don't know how best to describe
I feel
it.
like I have seen a video.
Tell us what you're seeing.
A blue screen.
Okay.
Is
A
that
whole bunch
sponsor
of
ours?
writing that I can't read. It's too small. A man sitting? Animated? Wait, is that
I feel like I'm
animated?
watching Quidditch right
That
now.
wasn't a man. These people are flying through the air over the
wait,
water.
is that not animated? That looks like a video game or something.
No, dude, that's true life.
No way.
Have
They're
you shown
floating.
Jason this? He's obsessed with jetpacks.
Dude,
Dude,
powered
he is
paragliders is the wave of the future, but I think we just passed up powered paragliders right now.
What kind of efficiency are they getting?
Dude, the fuel that they use is for like a 777
So
Airbus.
they can blow up immediately.
Anytime they
Yep.
could blow up. Yeah,
Super
they're getting
unstable.
speeds at like 82 miles an hour.
But how far can they go?
It
Because
didn't
they
look
don't
like-
have wings, so there's like
It's just a constant
It's
thrust
constant,
burn.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, they could go all the way to the scene of the crash.
they would make it to where they crash. Yes.
That was a comedian's joke. I don't remember.
Have you seen the guys that have like actual Mech Warriors that they drive around?
I don't know what that is.
No, it's like
It's
the
like the Avatar things from the movie Avatar.
yeah,
Those
like they
robots
sit
that
in
they
it,
walk on.
and the robot's like a walker, kind of like a ATST.
Oh yeah, nice,
Dude, I
dude. Avatar is not going to be something that I'm going to be able to draw from. No.
Well, it's pretty sick.
Avatar was? You liked Avatar?
did you
Well,
see
I was
the
talking
second
about
one?
the Mech Warrior, but
Still in the
I
Mech
haven't
Warrior.
seen the second Avatar, but the first one was super cool in
Dude,
IMAX
it was
3D.
Pokemon. I mean, Pocahontas in space.
Yeah, which is awesome.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
Pocahontas was pretty tight. Mel Gibson.
awesome. Love Mel Gibson.
Yeah, dude.
Wait a second. Is Mel Gibson in Pocahontas?
Dude,
The
he's
animated
John Smith.
one, yeah. Christian Bale, right? Christian Bale's in there.
Was he?
I thought so, but I'm definitely not
Wait,
gonna.
what other famous people are in that?
Pocahontas.
I don't know. I
Smith.
only know.
The
Wait,
raccoon.
who did Pocahontas' voice?
Is it Pocahontas?
Oh, they got the. Oh wow,
Yes.
that must have cost a lot of money.
Down a lot.
Have you seen them take mummies' larynxes and actually like do
Dude,
AI speech of what they sounded like?
No, but I was just
No.
gonna say that, like in
creepy.
Jurassic Park 3 when he takes the Velociraptor thing.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
That was a crow. You were just a crow.
Oh, okay.
Were you doing a T-Rex sound?
No, I was doing the Velociraptor. It sounded
know-
good to me. It sounded pretty solid.
I was like, go, 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 go.
That was
When they're
perfect.
in the- dude, I know I'm really good. I've been practicing a lot.
Oh, I forgot you are a Velociraptor with your son.
Do you know what's crazy?
No.
And on his
Michael
birthday.
Crichton. What did you say? Oh, I don't
And your
remember.
dinosaur suit for your birthday.
That wasn't my birthday. It was a bachelor party, you jerk.
Well,
Same thing. Even
Tomato,
worse,
tomato.
Steve.
Do you know that Michael Crichton,
author of the book.
author of the book, invented velociraptors? That's not a dinosaur. And then years later, they found a small chicken-sized dinosaur in Utah and said, "Oh, let's name this the Velociraptor." So when people
Whoa.
talk about velociraptors, they are talking about the little chicken things, but the ones that you see in the movie never existed, or we don't have any record of them.
Well, none of them existed.
You shut your mouth right now. So Michael Crichton needed a dinosaur that was like small enough to be like manageable and scary, and like human size, but also lightning fast. So he invented it.
Dude.
Isn't that crazy?
The claw alone is worth the farcity or whatever.
Worth the price of admission.
Yeah, because I mean that thing was sweet. And then when in the first one, remember Dr. Grant throws it off the.
Yeah.
He's just like tosses it. Like, dude, I wish I could have had that. Just bring it back for me.
It was stupid of him.
Yeah, dude. I feel the same way when they wreck cars in movies. Just give it to me.
Yeah.
Don't wreck it.
How cool would it
Just
have
don't-
been when you
just
lived in
don't- just
Costa
don't like
Rica? Instead of seeing monkeys, you just see dinosaurs out in the jungle when you wake up in the morning? Be so
Well, he
sick.
kind of did. He's assuming that what he saw was a
Costa Rican turkey.
Costa Rican turkey.
Did you listen to that episode?
Mm,
It was a very long story
think.
about me discovering a new animal species in Costa Rica.
I do remember, I think it was you, that gigantic frog in the middle
Oh,
of the
dude,
night.
I was with you on that one.
Wait, how big was it?
Dude,
It was dinner
like
plate
a-
size.
Yeah, it was like a
No.
dinner plate. No joke.
I
Middle of the night, Steve, we're both like in our sleeping bags.
we're just
Separate
laying on the
sleeping bags.
floor.
Laying on the floor, and then I see Steven sitting up, looking around. He's like, "There's something on me."
Dude. So, all right, I'll tell you the story. Sleeping, sound asleep. The house that we were staying at is all like open air concept and everything because it's
Not really any walls or anything.
there's no
Because
walls.
It's Costa Rica.
'Cause it's Costa Rica.
and
You just
they
have to-
ran out of money.
No, it's like this
it's
was
a
like a
sweet
over $1
house.
million house. Like it was a sick place.
So what is that, like $10 on our money?
Oh my gosh.
9.
Anyway, so I wake up and I feel something sitting on me, like it's like a
Wasn't me.
physical pressure on my feet. And I'm like, what is happening? And so I like get up and I'm like looking around and stuff. I can't see anything. It's pitch black. But
It
I'm like,
was the guy from Mr. Deeds.
so I all of a sudden, because it's called a cane toad. You can Google it if you want, but it's just
What,
like
a cane toad?
a cane toad.
Now those are the things that are ruining Australia, right?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay,
They're
cool.
poisonous.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like all of a sudden I'm laying on my stomach and I flip my legs to the side and I hear this thing just go like out the door. This thing was covering both of my feet or my ankle. It was just like chilling on me as I'm sleeping. It was the scariest moment of my life, dude.
It was seriously monstrous.
It was
They
disgusting.
get that big.
They get that big. Yeah.
Look at this picture.
What,
Dude, they're no joke. I had a student who I guess they're territorial or they stay in a certain area. They like don't leave.
Sure, yeah.
He had his dog every
Stationary.
night before it would go to bed would walk over, lick the cane toad, and then just have like a LSD trip as it falls asleep. Let me see.
Dude, this toad, I'm Googling them, and they're huge.
Dude, yeah.
You need to Dude, can you, Dan, while you're Googling, can you find out if the cane toad is what's ruining Australia?
I just told a really funny story, and you were just looking at the video.
No, I was looking at that because I was thinking,
What'd I
what a
say?
nightmare. Well, no, I definitely wasn't listening.
Yeah, I have no idea what you said.
No, I'm definitely not refuting the fact that I wasn't listening. I'm just saying that I would have been freaking out had I woken up and looked down and seen that thing staring at me.
I didn't see it, dude.
Yeah, but if you had.
Yeah, if I had, it would have been terrible. My story was I had a student who had his dog go out and lick the cane toad every night before it went to bed, and had like a LSD trip as it fell asleep.
Oh my god!
Like every night, it was like his deal.
Wait, do people lick those things for themselves?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, what a problem that would be. Also, I have to.
I definitely didn't bring one home with me, if that's what you're asking.
You need a separate duffel bag for a toad that big.
Dude,
That is
that is definitely a rolling duffel bag. It's probably like 25 pounds.
I have to move, by the way. I know I just moved into my house. I have to move.
You have to leave your house?
I have to move. Sell it or burn it.
What's
and
wrong with
leave.
your house?
Oh, let me show you a picture of what exactly is
We
wrong
got to
with my
get away
house.
from the pictures and the...
No. We'll post a link. Check the
keep-
check the notes of the thing.
We say that every week, but I've never posted anything. Dude, I had some of those.
That was just a big spider?
Massive spiders.
Yeah, big fat one too, man.
Knock them off the wall, and they make a heavy sound.
Ugh. You can hear their claws from like 5 feet away. They're like, oh, dude, I gotta move, man.
I forget that you can't deal with
Oh
spiders.
no, dude, give me snakes all day.
I hate snakes so much.
You and I would be a terrible team.
No,
Or
we'd be
really
a great
good
team.
I guess.
I'll crush a spider every day. I get
I
bit
crushed
by
him.
spiders that try and kill me. I still live, dude, but I can't handle snakes. Have I told you about the farmhouse that we rented?
Yeah, with the snakes in the wall.
Dude, the snakes, in the fall, you could hear the snakes crawling through the walls to get into the attic. It's just like, oh my gosh, it was horrible. And so
It's a pretty good snake sound.
my kids were all like, they made butterfly nets because they found all these like chrysalises, and they were all excited about it. And these 2 black snakes get like bound up in it and everything. They like, I don't know what they were doing, but they got caught in it.
Oh, I know what they're doing.
And they were dying. And so I'm like, I don't want my kids to see these black snakes. So I'm like trying to cut them out. And then all of a sudden they start rearing up and hissing at me. And I know black snakes aren't venomous or anything, but I'm not trying to get bit by a snake. So I just left. And I called our friend Brandon,
Beef?
he was close to, I guess we lived close. He was in Manassas. And I was like,
That's
dude,
not very close.
no, where I was living was close to Manassas. But so I called him and I was like, dude, I got these snakes here. I can't handle it. Can I get your help? I got to. So dude drops everything, drives over, and helps me. And he has like garden gloves and is like holding the snakes down while I'm cutting them free and all this stuff.
Why didn't you just cut them?
Dude, I don't know. Because we had a big mouse problem in our house and I'm trying to do good by nature. I don't know.
I do remember the mice in the oven.
Dude, yeah. So anyway, we free the snakes. And I was like, dude, thank you so much. I hate snakes. I don't know how you can handle them. He's like, dude, I can't handle snakes.
Oh, he just did it.
He just did it because he's a good dude.
I think he told me a story, and this might not have been him. Brandon, if you're listening, I'm sorry if this is not your story, but I think it is. He used to climb in attics for like doing HVAC work, and they would be all over the place.
He said he went into one attic, and it was literally thousands of snakes just covering the whole attic. And part of my job,
I would leave if that.
part of my job is I have to go up in attics and take photos on some of them. And so that he told me that story, and I've been scarred for
Really?
like I'm so scared to do it now.
Dude, I know that they gotta, at my first house, I remember listening to a snake slithering on the sheetrock of the ceiling, like working its way across the. And I would find snake skins up there every once in a while, but I never saw one. But I did hear one night.
Ugh.
I sat there underneath it, just like listening to it, and it went all the way to the edge of the house and just went away.
Dude, I was talking to my dad because
think.
he's also a real estate appraiser, and he was like, "Yeah,
Friend of the show.
you have a not the alcoholic."
Stepdad.
He was like, "You have a snake following you yet?" I was like, "Is that a thing?" He's like, "Dude, that happens to me a lot."
Are you serious? He has snakes fall on
I
him?
guess, dude. I don't. You always see the snake skin like over the door frame and stuff.
Yeah, I guess
Dude,
that's true.
I would lose it. I like I said, I can do mice. I can do
Yeah.
spiders. I can do pretty much anything you throw at me. I hate snakes so much.
Another question I have is, Dan, it looked like you had something to say. What?
No. Well, I was just gonna.
You always had snakes in your parents' house, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking we had a snake at our. Well, we always every once in a while we'll have like a black snake in our church because it's just a,
In?
yeah
Yeah,
our church.
they pass it
It's
around.
just a little shack
Yeah, the snake handlers.
to start off the service.
You get
but we
bit,
had a
you're
pest
out.
guy, and I told him that we had this lingering smell, and we found the snake skin. He's like, "Oh yeah, you found a snake skin, then, and if you've looked everywhere, which I looked the whole place to see if it was in there, it's like it probably just fell off in your walls and all the way down through the walls and died that way." He said it happens a lot.
It's brutal. We had a similar situation in this old farmhouse where the mice would die all the time and
in the oven sometimes.
in the oven and cause an oven fire. I now know exactly how an oven is built because I deconstructed it. But they would die in the walls and different things like that, and they would stink. But after a couple of days, they wouldn't stink anymore.
Right.
And so the stink wasn't going away. It wasn't going away, and it was like horrible rotting.
Yeah.
I had to pull a dead black snake out of the vents because it had like crawled into this air vent to chase a mouse and got stuck, and the mouse died and the snake died. He didn't even get the mouse. So I had to pull this dead rotting snake out of the vents, dude.
You're better than me, dude. Guess what I did one time at a job on a farmhouse out in.
Well, this is where I lived.
I know, but you were renting that place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have called my landlord.
Oh, that's a good point.
So I was once getting paid to be
Yeah.
at this place doing a tear out because they had the same smell problem. They had to quarantine off this room because it was just so bad. I went in there and I cut a hole out of the sheetrock, and I found the snake. It was so bad that I walked out of that place and I said, "You got to call a animal mitigation guy, like a pest mitigation guy." And they were like, "Okay." And they did that.
Why was it so bad?
I don't know. It was just disgusting. It stunk. I think it was like all maggoty and
Oh, I see.
I'm not touching that.
Dude, that's crazy that you say that because I literally drove through Rectortown, I think the first time today. Like, I was like, this place is so cool. Where am I?
You're out in the middle of the melon farms. That's
yeah.
where you are.
Yeah. It was those places. There's so much money out there.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Enough that they could enough that they could just pay an animal mitigation.
Oh yeah, dude.
On
I
top
was
of-
talking to the farm manager. Like,
Yeah.
they would never let somebody like me talk to a homeowner out there.
Dude, was that I don't know, there was a farm and I drove by and it was like the gate to this farm or whatever. And then like 4
That's
miles
the one.
4 miles later it's like North Gate.
Yeah,
And I was like,
dude.
good grief, dude, it's like the Duttons are living out here.
That actually might be where the last melon, like the farm that's
The
actually still owned.
last melon
From
The
Ice
last-
Age.
Yeah, yeah. From I think like one of them is still in the family, and I think it's that one.
Oh, you're when you say melon, you don't mean
I'm talking,
melon
I'm
farmers.
talking about like
the
Bunny,
Carnegie and melon, like
right? Like Bunny Mellon's place.
Oh.
She and I think that farm, that one you're talking about, has its own airport. It has guard towers everywhere. Do you see guard towers?
I don't know. Probably is it on
Who's that, an
Rectortown
actual
Road?
melon farm?
I think so. I think part of it is. at
This
least.
this whole
It's-
time I thought you were saying they were
like
farming
throwing
melon.
melons.
Yeah, same
no,
here.
I now see what you're saying. I thought everybody knew that the Mellon family, the notoriously wealthy, dude. At one point in time, they're in the top 5 wealthiest people in the world.
Is this where you
3
got-
of them were melons?
Is this where you got your reel? The same project?
I don't want to talk about that. Yeah,
That's on me.
yeah. I got a whole bunch of fly fishing stuff from. No. So no,
Okay.
no.
Different.
This was on the Carnegie side. There,
That's
yeah.
that's bizarre. That's
Yeah,
why-
it is kind of bizarre, but no, it was on the Carnegie side of that whole world.
Okay.
But yeah, no, not
Other
Melon Farm.
ultra trillionaires.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of fly fishing gear from a guy that I was. He's a client of mine, but he's dead. So like I'm working for his estate.
Ex-client.
So now he's taking all his stuff.
No, I never met him. He was dead before we started working for him. But we're getting
That's
his,
power, dude. If you can,
yeah. People are managing his estate, and we were working for them. And I got a whole bunch of fly fishing stuff, and that's that story.
and that's where we're gonna leave it.
No, I mean I
Dude.
got some reels.
So, I have unrelated. This is a complete left turn, but my wife and I were having this argument this week It was actually last week. I was supposed to bring it up to the pod and get your guys' opinion, but I didn't. And so I'm going to do my best to lay it out unbiased, both sides, and you
Okay.
guys tell me which side of the coin you land on, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Grocery shopping.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm out.
Hate it.
I don't know it.
Okay.
I've never done it.
So you have... the water's like
Wow.
making me burp like crazy right now. I apologize. All right, so you have two options to purchase, okay? You have one option that the price per ounce is less.
Correct.
Okay. The opposing brand is cheaper.
But less stuff that makes it more expensive per ounce.
It's smaller. Okay, so let's say like bread, for instance. We'll say bread. You have the price per ounce of Wonder Bread is cheaper per ounce.
Okay.
But you have less slices of bread. So the bread is thicker than Schmidt bread or whatever. Which one are you going for? Or like,
I typically go less per ounce
you do?
unless I need more slices.
Okay.
But then maybe I would just get 2.
What about you?
I truly can't contribute to shopping.
Dude,
I don't have
this
any
is a-
experience.
All
This
right,
is a
what if
tough
it
one.
was reels?
That,
Oh,
no,
you definitely go for the cheaper per ounce reel. In fact, that's how I shop for
So-
reels. Is when I was putting together the package that I bought from that estate, I
Weighed
did it
them
by
all.
ounces.
So, okay, another like yogurt. Okay, you can cheaper by the ounce for yogurt A, but it's only an 8-pack, whereas this is a 12-pack of smaller yogurts, and it's ultimately like cheaper by the ounce by the package. I'm doing a really bad job of this. It was a hot.
No, you're doing
button.
great.
Where my ladies at?
Yeah. Dude, this is where you, well,
My point
you
was
almost tricked me. I almost said it.
my point was it's better to get more packages. This is for like our kids' school lunch or whatever. You guys will get there one day. But it's better to get more packages with less in them than less packages with more in them.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Because they're not going to be able to know, or they're not going to notice one less bite, but they will notice that they have 2 extra packages. That's going to make the package last longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for being on my
No,
side.
I think that. Yeah, can you draw what sides are where? Who exists on which side? You're on the side of getting
More packages of smaller amount.
proportion. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
it
I think
depends
it
on the
depends.
situation.
Yeah, it depends. In fact, depends. That's a very good product.
Tie-in.
Usually you want to pay more because that might be worth it.
Right.
Or depend.
We're 2 for 2 on depends.
And actually, you know what? We have a. That's a very good segue, and I'm glad you brought that up because this episode.
About our sponsor.
this episode is brought to you by Shopping Gurus. They'll do it all for you, Dan.
Yep. When you don't want to walk out with the bag of Depends, they'll do it for you.
Yep, and they will find the right price per ounce and package. You know,
New or used, no shame.
yeah, the ratio is perfect with that. So
Dad, can you explain what Shopping Gurus is? Because I feel like you're still on depends.
Yeah, no, it seems like those guys are probably shop for you. And so I want them to get the Depends for me.
Way to tie it all together, dude. Also, this week's episode was brought to you by Grape Juice. Ben?
grape juice. You can't always order in the restaurant, but if you do, you're the man. Actually, it's a serious power move.
It's a serious power move. There is a cultural phenomenon in this country that a grown man cannot order grape juice at a dinner table at a restaurant.
And that is not an indictment on the grown man.
It's a travesty.
But what about apple juice?
Any kind of juice.
Well,
really,
yeah. Okay, but how about at a hotel continental breakfast? Dude, I'm apple juice.
Yeah, but I'm
every
saying
time.
dinner.
Yeah.
But that's on tap.
Dinner.
People can't judge you as well. Yeah, dinner. Well, who has apple juice for dinner anyways?
A baller.
Did you know that apple juice actually wakes you up in the morning? Kind of like
Wait,
coffee
what?
does? Yeah.
Wait. Oh, okay.
I've been told don't eat apples before bed because you have crazy dreams.
Yeah.
So I
What?
eat an apple
I'm
every
trying
night.
to do that thing because I do not dream.
I dream so
All my
much.
dreams are dead. So, I did hear an interesting question on a pod that I was listening to, and I'm just going to steal it from them because I am curious about what you guys might say. What is the best, well, I shouldn't say best. What is the highest quality music that you've ever seen performed live? Like, what band has done the highest quality job performing their stuff? Or single musician, a busker, like you talked about a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Are we saying like classiest?
Who is the
No, like
the
the
best
most-
musician or the most gripping show?
Right. See, those are two different things.
Right.
Yeah.
Like who
Because I've
perform-
gone to like some really classy orchestra kind of things, but that's not what
No, that
that doesn't excite me that much.
sure.
But it is very interesting to like just see how talented they are.
yeah, dude, I know.
I played with an orchestra for a while.
I know that the
In
person.
your rap band,
No. Like the Piedmont Symphony Orchestra. I played with them. So
Well, that's a big deal.
it was one concert and I played the bass drum, but
just tapped your foot the whole time.
it was pretty good. Yeah.
There was a concert I went to the weekend before I got married. It was a David Crowder concert, and he had people with him that I didn't know before I went. I didn't know who was opening for him. I ended up knowing the people once we got there. But this dude named Chris August, he did this like acoustic set in between bands setting up. So like that was like his job. He would just go out there with his acoustic guitar while everybody's setting up their stage behind him. And he was so good live that his performances stuck out to me. Like probably when you think of me with music, you're probably thinking like, oh, he likes Toby Mac, DC Talk. He'd probably pick one of those types of things. For some reason, that Chris August performance sticks out to me as like the best live music I've ever seen.
Really?
I haven't heard
Yeah.
of that guy before.
Yeah, he's just Christian. He's not even that big. He's like a Christian artist. Pretty awesome.
The best musicians, I saw Rush in concert.
Ooh.
cool.
What's their drummer's name?
Neil Peart.
You shut your mouth.
That's what's up.
Thanks, Dan.
Neil Peart Hapley.
Um,
Here to play the drums.
and he,
Really well.
I mean, again, that was his drum solo is just,
Yeah.
he's always been my favorite drummer ever. But then like, I saw Ed Sheeran in concert, which you wouldn't think would be that cool, but he,
Still don't.
like his songs, he's just a busker that got famous.
Yeah.
And so he loops everything and does all of his songs like just him live on a loop pedal and everything like while he's there. So like one time he was in the middle of a song and his foot slipped and hit the wrong pedal and it like started
Jacked
doing
up
like
the
a
whole
different thing and he like laughed and like fixed it but it's like it was unbelievable. Like how you can very similar to what you're saying, like single performers that do multiple things and break the mold
Yeah.
of what you would expect. Like I just love that. So
That's
that's
tight, dude.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran, what a freak. That dude's a freak, man. Red hair. Ugh.
it's important for our listeners to know Ben also has red hair.
Yes, I do.
Not as bad. Not that red hair's bad. It's great.
We really like our Scottish brothers.
I'm slightly less infected than Ed Sheeran.
He said not as bad.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna live. Man, that's hilarious. Yeah, Ed
It's so
Sheeran,
weird that an Italian would be racist.
I am not racist. It's hair.
I thought you were gonna say I'm not Italian.
An Italian, a German, and a Scot all sit at a table. Dude, we're 2/3 of the bad guys in World War II. You have any Russian in you, Ben?
I don't
Or
think
Japanese?
So. Honestly, yeah, well, no.
You think you're Japanese?
Do I think it's possible?
He looks
I don't
like
see
it.
color, so maybe.
Just let it go.
I'll just leave.
I heard the inhale. You were winding up.
We might have to go to like two different episodes. Like the censored version
Yeah,
is the free version, the uncensored
After
version
hours.
is the Patreon.
Yeah. Speaking of which, our Patreon is going very well. We appreciate all of our subscribers. Lindsay L, Julian, Barkley, Francisco the Nisco. I don't know what that username is. It sounds a little racist,
We don't
but
have to worry about it. That's the thing about usernames.
Nabisco, the cracker.
Mr. Keebler.
and Drake.
Yeah, actually, I was surprised to find that Drake was a massive fan of our show.
Dude, he gets after it.
Yeah.
So we just appreciate you guys. You are keeping the lights on.
Also, keep the messages coming. We love reading your messages. We see them all.
Hey, by the way, did you guys read that book?
No, were we? I didn't know we agreed to
was
do
like,
that.
Oh, come on,
4
guys.
days
Wait, did
ago.
you seriously do that?
I'm listening to it, but I'm like 70% of the way through.
Dude, that is
Shoot, dude. Okay, I didn't know we were.
impressive.
I didn't know we were actually doing it. I'll do it. I'll
For
get on.
our fans.
Can you send me a link to the audiobook?
Well, you have to go to the library and get a library card if you want it for free.
You said library twice.
Library card. Hey guys, it's free.
A library card?
Yeah, libraries.
It's
Berries
a
are
fruit
huge.
that makes you tell untruths.
Another sponsor.
Today's episode is brought to you by libraries.
Ben is losing it.
The berry that doesn't let you tell the truth. That is so funny.
All right, Ben, Dan, why don't you read one of our user comments?
Our user.
Hey,
you mean
Steve,
listener?
I wish I could play every instrument in the world badly like you. That was a messed up comment, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
Why'd you have to pick the meanest one?
Hey, you can't handle it.
Well, we just got it so many
Yeah.
times.
I don't know if it's the same guy or a whole bunch of different people.
I'll read one. I'll read one. Dan, I'm sorry that your dog had to get fixed. Hope he feels better.
It's a she.
Also, how did they know we haven't talked about it yet? So this episode hasn't come out yet.
That's the joke.
Steven, that's not a good joke.
That's for our Twitch stream.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Twitchers.
One more to close it out. Ben, you can read the next one.
Hi, guys.
Thanks, Dustin.
This is from this comment's actually from Luke B. Hey guys, sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I had to fight a fire and pull a child out of wreckage. Amen.
I really appreciate that last user always ends his comments in amen. He comments weekly.
Yeah, Luke B.
The best part is Luke B will not listen to this.
Yeah.
So we could dog him as much as we want. He'll never know.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have time.
Dude, we have just descended into lunacy at this point. There's no substance here.
I think you need to play the drums and close us out here.
No, I like the question about the old music. I thought that was smart.
Dan,
when I listened to it on the
did you-
podcast, it went over very well.
Did you answer that question?
What's the question?
Yeah, you never even really talked about who your favorite or the music. Was it classical? Some
I
classical
said yeah.
thing?
I said the orchestra. My favorite band's performance that I've seen is probably
He's gonna say
Linkin
Foo
Park
Fighters.
was really cool, and
nice.
Blink 182 was really cool because they theirs was just a show, like a funny show. Like they reworded like all their songs, so it's just
Blinked it?
it's just hilarious.
Dude, Travis Barker is also one of the greatest drummers.
Hey, so good.
He never gets.
I thought that
I feel
was.
like he doesn't get a lot of credit
Oh,
for it.
never mind.
What?
I thought Travis Barker was a guy who did like extreme sports, like
No, that's
Travis
motocross.
Pastrana,
Yeah.
I thought that was the guy who
You're
did-
thinking Bob Barker. Is the extreme sports
it's a
guy.
golfer.
Travis Pastrana is who I was thinking of.
He died
Yeah,
doing extreme sports.
no, he didn't.
Who's the guy that died? Dave Mirra?
Evil Knievel.
Oh, yeah. No, didn't Travis Pastrana die?
No,
I thought that he was like a pastry guy.
I'm just gonna keep this going. No, that's Will Smith.
I thought he liked to slap things.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm so confused.
Anyway, Unsaudis out there, thank you for being you.
Travis Pastrana is still alive.
I thought he was.
Who's the one that died?
So wait, is he not the pastry guy though, for real?
No, he does. He was. Wait,
What is the pastry guy?
I thought Travis Pastrana.
you're so stupid. God,
I thought that's.
we're all dumber now because of that.
I'm being serious though. I don't understand.
Dave
Travis
Mirra.
Pastrana did jump out of a plane without a parachute. I think it was him, and landed into a net.
Oh my goodness.
Do you remember that?
Dave Mirra died at 41, but that was suicide.
No,
not
suicide.
through-
Dave Mirra is
Yeah, I
a
remember that.
BMX guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Also X Games.
Riding bikes.
Yeah. Whoa.
Hey, can you Google to see if Denny Deep Ears is still alive? See if like he ever made anything of that talent.
Yeah. It turns out. Oh my gosh, he's a carnival barker.
Is that a thing? A barker?
He's like, step right up to
I
the
love it.
carnival.
I love it when Steven says something that he knows I don't know what it is because he leans in with a serious face. It's like, it's a carnival barker.
You know,
Like
like people
waiting
can't
for me
see
to-
what you're doing.
Waiting for me to question what he's talking about.
Why don't you go sweep the floor outside?
Is that really what it's called? Sweet?
Remember to like and subscribe, share us with all your friends, and keep the comments coming. And any ad reads you want, we are taking. We're pretty full on ads, but we can squeeze some in. So space is limited, but hurry in. Let us know.
Also, I just want to leave you with this thought. Anytime you're out and about and you have your AirPods in and you're listening to Unsolved Opinions, shopping around Walmart or any other high-class establishment that an unsaudi might find themselves in, just remember, people can see you. Steven, no laughing. This is serious. We need you to represent us well, classily. And Dan, you had something to add to that, right?
Don't forget to wear our merch. Make your own if you have to.
Right.
Sharpie and white T-shirt goes a long way,
It does.
especially at Walmart. It resonates with the people.
Dude. Yes. So, Unsadis, blessings to you all. And to all, so long.
Ho, ho, ho.